What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. I'd like to thank all you guys for tuning back in once again for another live stream. Trying to talk about an interesting topic here. Hopefully everybody's settled in and nobody's really doing any live streams, so we'll see who's all on tonight. And if you're just now clicking on my live stream, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications. So I'm doing this video to basically follow up on a video I did the other night on why do men remain in relationships yet hold a woman's past against her. And I figured that this would be a good one to cover because this is not just for men. I mean, it's not just for men, not just for women. This is for everyone who may have found themselves, which a lot of people actually do, get caught up in this whole issue, whether you're being in love or you feel like you can't do any better, or you just feel like this is the one person and nobody else is going to be able to understand you, or maybe you just don't want to start over. Cool Coley, what's happening? You just feel like you may not or don't want to start over. And this person may have brainwashed you, or there may be some sort of brainwashing, as we talked about in the last video, that this person may be doing and saying that no one's going to want you after me. I'm the only person that love you. Nobody's going to love you like me. What's the other thing that these people be saying? Saying something about your physical attributes, whether you have had children by this person, and they say, you're fat, or women can say this to guys also. You're fat. Shout out. Hey, thanks, Barry. You got stretch marks. You put on all this baby weight. You won't be able to survive without me. I'm paying the bills. Da 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 da. Or like I said, you just head over heels in love with this person. So I was thinking about what I was gonna title this, but I was just going into the whole ramifications of being in an actual relationship with a cheater. Some of you watching may actually be, you're consciously in this relationship with this person who is cheating on you, or who has a side dude or a side chick, and you may or may not be content with it. But I'm going to just name off, a few things that I consider to be consequences that may prove to be lethal after a while, or deadly, or be a detriment to your health or your children and things like that. Because in this situation, a lot of things come from it, But the first thing you must understand, and this can lead to a lot of stuff, is the first thing, by you consciously taking back a cheater or someone who has stepped outside of your relationship, whether you're married, single, you guys are shacking up, is once you make that conscious decision to take someone back, the respect is gone. And I spoke on this the other night when I did the live stream. The respect is completely gone. This person is no longer going to have respect for you. This person knows at that point that they're going to be able to repeat this behavior, and it's going to be a chance that you're not going to do anything about it, and they're going to try it or at least test the waters to see. And chances are you're going to sit back and allow it to happen for whatever reason. You may be in love with this person. By virtue of them losing respect, that's one thing I say in a relationship. Once that respect is lost, especially by you allowing a cheater to come back, is that they're going to push the envelope on things. They're gonna try other things other than that they can see if they can get away with. And if you sit back and condone it, that's on you. Now, I've said stuff about, I made videos in the past about if you're married, you shouldn't get married unless infidelity comes along with a lot of times with marriage. And if you can't handle that, and I mean that as far as both of you guys making vows, and the vows are to death do you part, allegedly, and these are things that happen, as we all know, infidelities happen. So if you're not ready for infidelities, or if you have the mindset that you're getting married and you're still gonna, you know, commit these infidelities, then you should never get married. So both sides, male or female, if you have that mind frame that you know you're gonna cheat on that person, or you can't accept that person cheating on you at the end of the day, then you shouldn't get married. You know what I'm saying? The respect is the number one thing. I don't see how anybody can have respect, can be in a relationship without respect. You know, and this goes as far as somebody putting their hands on you and all this other stuff, which I'll get into one of those things later. You know, but another consequence, ramification, whatever you want to call it, is obviously, like I said, this person will cheat again, because obviously you allowed it this first time. You guys may have talked it out, or this person may have said what you wanted to hear in this situation. They've said exactly, they know you so well, they've been with you so well, they know exactly what you want to hear. So they're going to say these things, and they're going to say it each and every time. And sometimes men and women, only thing they have to do is give you some good sex, and you're back in their arms like nothing ever happened. This is all too common. Everything, I think it's just it's both sides, that both men and women, as long as there is that sex involved, that they're more willing to, and obviously you saying those three magic words, I love you, and all this other stuff, that makes everything better. You know what I'm saying? Along with that, with them cheating again, those are other relationships that opens up the potential for them to give you a disease, something that you don't want, or children to come about. But the disease is the biggest thing, because this person will be practicing that, is involved in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And the partners, not to say all of them, the partners they're dealing with, they're probably not using protection, and they're probably aware of you, or they may not be aware of you, but they're coming back, bringing it home to you. Whoever this is, male or female. You know what I'm saying? That's going out. Living this lifestyle. You know what I mean? Yeah, what's happening to Trill? But many things other than the disease and all this other stuff, it leads to abuse. And that can be mental or physical. The mental strain, or like I said, this person feels like they can get away with whatever, so they'll be verbally abusive. They'll insult you, or they'll even, due to arguments and stuff like that, you'll get into it, put hands on each other. Male or female. Like I said, this can happen both ways, and that's a issue in itself. But some people see that as love. You fight, make up, and it's like a never-ending cycle, which happens a lot in these situations that some of you, like I said, may have find yourself in, with these things. And a side effect of that is basically depression. You know what I mean? What's happening, Miss KMD? What's happening, Deborah? What's happening, Moby? But some people don't know what love is, so as long as this person is telling them this, they're gonna, keep going for it. But this puts you in that state of depression, and some people may not even know that they're depressed. A state where you're laying next to this person, knowing that they're doing these things. You know what I mean? They're doing this stuff on the regular, and it's a state, I think, of torturing yourself and being in insanity. Because you're thinking about what this person is doing, or what they could be doing. The possibilities are endless. Your mind is working overtime about who this person is seeing. While they're not in your presence. This is something that replays a lot of times over and over, continuously. And I know I couldn't do it, because I've been at that point where you're laying next to someone and you don't know, your mind is just not at peace. Your mind is just focused on them, and it's like your nerves are shot, and some people probably endure this for years, worried about what somebody else has going on, and some people know that this person isn't going to change, but some will see it, as I said before, especially, well, men and women, as long as that person, they feel that they have ownership, or they have that person for the time being, or this person is laying next to them, stuff like that, then I appreciate it, Deborah, for the super chat. Shout out to you. They feel that they, you know, like bragging, like have bragging rights to say, well, this person is next, even though they know this person is dealing with this other person, you know, man or woman, I got him, or I got her, or that's my woman, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? You may have this person every now and then, but ultimately this person belongs to me, which is a sick, dysfunctional position to be at in life if that's something that you're going to be bragging about or you find to be acceptable. To live your life based upon you saying you have that person when in reality you don't even own that person. It feels that way, but people, like I see people on social media and they go back and forth. Some married couples, they'll go back and forth on stuff. And the guy, he's cool. I appreciate it, Moby. Shout out to you for that super chat. The guy is cool, you know what I mean? Because he knows he's dealing with other women, and it's one couple in particular. She'll basically drag him through the mud on social media. Saying he's not this, he's not that. Then the next week they're taking pictures together. And she was saying how all these chicks, y'all can't break up. He's still my husband, da 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 da. Next week he ain't shit. And it's like a cycle. And I guess he's cool with it. I mean, I couldn't be with somebody dragging me like that, on social media. But I guess in his case, he's cool with it because he can still sleep with all these women and still come back to his wife at the end of the day, And I guess that's the nature of their relationship. You know what I mean? I knew that my ex-wife was cheating on me when she was. Let me pull this up. My bad. I knew that my ex-wife was cheating on me when she was on Facebook calling a jailbird a good man to try to diss me. Yeah, that's like that sounds like Jody on Baby Boy, or what's her name? Yvette on Baby Boy, talking to the jailbird. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the jailbird about Jody. You know what I mean? But that's just what it is. I mean, I guess some people, men and women, just need someone to talk trash about this person just to get something off their chest, but they know they're never going to leave that person. Same thing going to social media, telling all your problems, but you're never going to leave that person. If you're going to make a move, make a move. I know it feels good. Obviously, that person is going, whoever you're telling all your problems to, they're listening to it, and they're not, a lot of times, they're not going to tell you what's in your best interest or whatever. You know what I mean? They're not going to tell you, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. Because if they don't tell you what you want to hear, then they're not your friend, right? Isn't that how most people are? If people tell you something that goes against your thought process, they're not for you, right? That's how a lot of people tend to think. When in reality, sometimes they're just trying to give you good advice. You know what I mean? But that's how a lot of people think. Oh, you hating. Oh, you don't want us. You don't want this, and this. Oh, you doing this. When really this person is trying to give you some good advice or trying to help you. But a lot of people just want enablers for themselves. They want people to tell them to agree with what it is that they have going on. You know what I mean? Or to back them up on certain things just to make them feel better. Yes, men, so to speak. Or yes, women. just just the just for that reason. And some of them will be that because a lot of times you're only telling the person or your friend uh, the negative aspects of the your significant other. You're not telling them the good stuff. So obviously they're only going to tell you something that basically uh, goes along with your narrative of this person. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, or some people, they don't want that hard advice. They don't want that tough love. They don't want that because they don't consider those people their friends. And that's just the nature of some people. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear these things, you know. So you when you're in a relationship with or what you would like to call a relationship with a cheater, you'll find yourself, or some people, obviously, you're gonna find yourself compromising who you are. You're compromising your morals and principles, and you're not even comfortable with who you are or who you are becoming. You're accepting some things that you would normally accept just to keep this person in your life or just to be with this person. Stuff like that. A lot of people do this, you know what I'm saying? Hell, I did it. Compromising, and it's wrong because you feel something internally that makes you feel, is telling you this isn't right. Something's wrong here. This is going against my spirit. You know what I mean? This is not working. I don't feel good. You know what I mean? It's going against your character, who you are inside. You know what I mean? That you're compromising your integrity as a person, your personality, who you are, which is not a good space to be in. But I guess a lot of people, they'll go through that, and they'll go through it for years. You know, sadly enough. So all I'm saying, I'm not saying that everybody, there's no such thing as redemption or something happening, things happen. But these are definitely some of the ramifications that come about when you're dealing with a cheater. You got to throw that whole baby out, as they say, the proverbial throw the whole baby out. I keep smelling like something's burning. I don't know. Whatever. But sorry about that. I hit this table. But and that's my thoughts. You got to throw the whole baby out. But they say, you know, marriage is different or whatever. If y'all believe that, or love conquers all, but it takes two. I guess you got to fix. Both people have to fix themselves. But these are just things that, if you believe that you both can fix each other. What's up, abstract focus? If you believe that both of you guys, or if you believe that the other partner is willing to fix themselves in that process. But these are the signs that if you do decide to salvage the relationship, these are definitely things that your antenna should go up and be cognizant of, if you are going to go forward and stay in a relationship with someone like this. It takes a strong person, or a person, maybe, just like I said, maybe they're just trying to get themselves together financially just to move on. But if your heart is truly in it, or if you want to be with someone, I mean, sheesh, yeah, I think that definitely has to be a strong or a foolish person, to get past, certain things like that. So just the way I see it, you know what I mean? So we was talking about something earlier. I'm gonna have to get Two Trill. Two Trill keep talking about he want to do a hangout or whatever. We gonna have to talk about some of this man's problems. you know, but yeah, these are. I didn't want to go into too. It's not really too much to talk about. This is just like the basics here at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Both people have to be willing to work on the relationship. Always one person wants the relationship to work more. That's always, you know what I'm saying? It's always one person that wants the relationship more than the other. You know what I mean? another reason why, I feel so strongly against the whole marriage thing. So, because somebody could just tie your ass and you can't go anywhere, you know, especially if they're pissed, toxic, vindictive, bitter, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Everyone should be free and be able to do as they choose and go on about their business. If you don't want to be with somebody, or if you make the conscious decision to cheat on someone and have sex with someone, then that signifies, in my opinion, that you no longer want to be with that person. So you need to move on to bigger and better things, if you will. Because once you make that decision to step out, and go with someone else, then that's what you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me once you want to step out, or some people consider conversing with someone, texting someone, chatting. By all means, go for it. I always say that if you can find, you can talk to whoever you want, in my opinion. But if I find out, then you can go on your way. If you feel like this is something that you want to do, or you want to entertain someone, by all means go for it. But there are ramifications or consequences that come with your actions. Let that person take care of you. Let that person pay your bills. Let that person put you in a house. Let that person, do all the things that I was doing, if you feel like they can do better. But if it's just about sex in the end, that goes for men and women, then you're sadly at a loss. Which a lot of people don't realize. If it's all about sex, or something that's temporary, or it's not making you a better person, or if it's about a perceived lifestyle, don't just halfway do it. Do it all the way. There's no turning back. Don't just half-ass something. Just say, I'm going to jump into this lifestyle. Don't turn back. Don't look back. Go on about your business. There's no, I don't think I want to do this all. I just want to do this halfway, and I'm going to come back, and be with this person. Nah, you gotta do it all the way. Don't just do it. Don't just half-ass it. So, just my unsolicited thoughts on this topic. Take it how you want to take it. If it applies, by all means. If you feel like it helps someone, or it could help someone, feel free to share this. You know what I mean? So, just my 2 cents, like I said. If you guys are just now joining the chat, or if you're watching the video, make sure you guys like the video. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. It's a simple click. Shout out to everyone in the super chat that donated, Moby and Miss Deborah. Appreciate it. Good looking out. I want to hear you guys' comments on this topic. Make sure you guys comment on this video so I can hear your perspective and your thoughts on this. Add me on Facebook and Instagram if you haven't done so yet. If you got any questions, make sure you guys go ahead and email me. Or anything any topics you'd like me to discuss, email me those as well. Check out my author profile on Amazon. If you haven't picked up any of my shirts or merchandise yet, the link is in the description for Teespring. Make sure you guys pick up your t-shirts and all that good stuff. Support the movement, all that good stuff. The movement. Hey, isn't that funny? But yeah, the link is in the description for that store. Calling this late. Anyway, yeah, the link is in the description for that JR Wisdom store with the t-shirts and apparel and all that good stuff. Got stuff for men and women on there. Make sure you pick something up. Well of Wisdom, the link is there as well. Remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. I'm going to start doing these first thing in the morning. Make sure you guys get up with me early in the morning. Set your notifications. We're going to start doing some motivational stuff first thing when I get up. Get y'all hyped up, ready for the day. Some good law of attraction stuff. So y'all get ready to attack the day and things like that. So make sure y'all, like I said, make sure y'all hit the bell, set the notification so we can get it in first thing in the morning. And remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. I will see you guys on the next live stream and chat. Peace be upon you all in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I'm out of here, guys. Peace.